The all-new Country 92.1 WERH with D.D. Hamric on a Monday. Hi, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. I have the distinct pleasure of having on the phone with me this afternoon Ken Randolph. And, of course, a lot of you in this area know Ken Randolph. I tell you, this guy is one of the busiest people in Alabama when it comes to music and helping folks out. And, Ken, are you doing a lot of one-nighters, or are you doing a regular gig these days?
No, not really. We're definitely been doing a lot of one-nighters, and of course the band Cooter Brown still stays together, and we're still playing a lot of places. But we've spent a lot of time lately with Shelby Z, who was on season 5 of The Voice and
right.
on Blake Shelton's team, and she did really well. And I've been working with Shelby even before then, and was just very fortunate to be a part of her career as she's grown up, and we've Mike Mayhall from the band Tremaine and myself decided that we were going to do some things with Shelby, and it's been unbelievably successful, and we've been very fortunate to really play some cool gigs and do some really cool stuff with her, and her career has really taken off since she's been on The Voice, and there's some other things happening that I'm not at liberty to talk about yet, but I think people are going to really be surprised.
Give me a break. Can't talk about something you're on the radio. Give me a break.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It is a big deal. I'll say this: the last season of the show is coming up, and we're pretty certain she's going to be part of it. So that's about as far as I can go with it.
All right. Will you give us an update as soon as you know?
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely will. And we're pretty excited for her about it. So
you the man.
We're looking forward to it.
Well, give her our best and tell her we'll be pulling for her, all right? Going back a bunch of years, did you go to Nashville at one time and
did.
And live for a while?
I sure did. I moved to 16th Avenue and worked for American Sound Studios, and I did the Nashville thing and spent some time there.
How long did you stay in Nashville?
I stayed a couple of years. We did some things, and of course I still make a lot of trips, and we still play at Tootsie's, and we just did a deal at the Hard Rock Cafe, and but I made the move and had been offered a job to work in American Sound Studios, and we actually had been offered a contract with the group that I was playing with at the time called Six Gun.
Right.
And we looked like things were going to go really well, and unfortunately for us, the guy who had helped us try to get the record deal 3 days after we finished the album passed away very unexpectedly. And it just really, things fell apart, and we had already even worked up doing a tour in Australia, and it was really kind of heartbreaking for all of us because we had put a lot of time and effort into the album, and just one of those things. It just wasn't meant to be, and I stayed. The rest of them left and moved away and went back home, and I stayed in Nashville and worked for Jimmy Velvet, who owned the Elvis Presley Museum, and I worked with them and worked at American Sound and stayed busy writing songs and playing music. But Nashville is a tough town to make a living in. It really is. And if you try to get a regular job and tell somebody you're a musician, that's kind of a kiss of death. So it just wasn't what was really meant for me to do at that time, and to be honest, I came back home to be a policeman. Wow, that's that's quite a change, isn't it?
But I tell you what, it gave you some experience on how to work with people, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
And there you have part 1 of the interview with Ken Randolph. We're going to hold Ken over for just a few moments, and we'll be talking with him more. Next time we'll talk with him about some of the good and bad times. So keep it here at the all-new Country 92.1 WERH.